Hi everyone, especially to our beautiful teacher, Mrs. Mylene Ludivisi. Now, I'll show a picture and think about it. So, this picture defined as constructivism. So, as for today's video, we will discuss about constructivism, knowledge construction or concept learning. Now, what is constructivism? So, unsa man jud ning constructivism? So, constructivism is a theory in education that suggests that individuals or learners actively construct their understanding and knowledge of the world through their experiences and perceptions. It emphasizes the idea that ang mga tao are not passive recipients of information, nga di lang kuno mo absorb og information but rather mga active participant in learning process, nga ni-build sila og ilang mga kaugalingong understanding by actively engaging and exploring. So with that, they can form conclusions, generalizations, and realizations. So they construct their own knowledge. And ang kaning constructivism is mostly gigamit ni siya sa mga teachers has to help the learners nga to learn and understand. And kung i-apply ang constructivism sa teaching, ang mga teachers or educators nag-focus on engaging the students on hands-on activities, problem solving, and critical thinking. So, meaning, hatagan sa teacher og chance ang mga students nga to do their own, nga mo explore themselves and to make learning more efficient. So that pinagid sa experience, they can form conclusions and realizations, and they became more knowledgeable in practical application that merely studying and memorizing. Kay ang constructivism baya kay kanang constructing knowledge. So, makakonstruct ang students through sa ilang experience and exploration. And constructivism promotes students' input, collaboration, and experimentation, nga allowing learners nga mo build upon sa ilang existing knowledge and integrate sa bagong information. It encourage a learner-centered approach and recognize the importance of individual experiences and perspective in shaping understanding. So, constructivism have two views. First is individual constructivism, and ikaduha is ang social constructivism. So, ang individual constructivism is focuses on the idea na ang learning is an individual process where ang mga learners actively construct knowledge and understanding based sa ilahang kaugalingong experiences o prior knowledge. So, according to individual constructivism, nga ang learners create mental models and schemas, make sense of new information and integrate it sa ilahang existing knowledge. So, they engage in activities such as reflection, problem solving, and self-directed learning to construct meaning. So, individual constructivism emphasizes the role of the learner as an active participant in the learning process. So, to simply understand ang individual constructivism is ang learners makabuild og ilahang kaugalingong knowledge individually. And on the other hand, ang social constructivism pod is emphasizes the role of social interaction and collaboration in the learning process. It suggests that nga ang learning is a social activity and knowledge is constructed through interaction sa uban. So social constructivism is highlights the importance of dialogue, group work, and shared experiences in shaping understanding. Learners engage in discussions, negotiate meaning, and build knowledge collectively. So, social constructivism recognizes that learning is influenced by cultural and social context, and that
ang individuals nakakat-on through their sa ilahang interaction sa uban. So, both individual constructivism and social constructivism recognize the active role of learners in constructing knowledge. Pero, they place different emphasis on the individual versus social aspect of learning. Ang individual constructivism is focuses more on the internal processes of the learner kanang mag-construct kag mga knowledge based sa imong kaugalingong mga experiences, knowledge and learnings. Pero while ang social constructivism is based sa imong nahibaw-an sa laing tao through collaboration, mga group works, and mentoring. So there are characteristics of constructivism. So whether one takes the individual or social view of their four characteristics that these two views have in common. According to Jean and Kaukak, these are: first is learners construct understanding. As discussed earlier, constructivism do not view learners as just empty vessel waiting to be filled up. So, sa ako nang giingon ganina, in constructivism, ang learner is mao'y mag-build sa ilang understanding and magdepende po atong understanding sa atong prior knowledge. Kay bisan pagparehatag sad kaparehatan gitudluan o gipa-apply, pero if ang isa ang isa kay naanay background, mas dali na lang niya buhaton ang isa ka butang. Mas advantage siya atong naanay background knowledge. No. So next is new learning depends on current understanding. Background information is very important. So di ba wala tay masabtan kung wala ta kasabot sa concept nga gitudlo. So wala tay makolek nga idea or thoughts since wala man ta kasabot. And that's why ang atong learning is magdepende sa atong level or current understanding. Kung nakasabot ka mas maayo, then mas daghan kang knowledge nga makollect or thoughts. Kay kung wala ka nakasabot is mas musubos kag level understanding. So next is learning is facilitated by social interaction. So constructivists believe in creating a community of learners within classrooms. So learning communities help learners take responsibility for their own learning. So ang teacher is mao'y mag-function as facilitator nga mao'y mo guide and mutabang sa mga students para to develop, construct, or ma-assess their own learning. The last one is meaningful learning occurs with an authentic learning task. As authentic task is one that involves a learning activity, that involves constructing knowledge and understanding that is so akin to the knowledge and understanding needed when applied in the real world. So, as a teacher, one of the most important thing to consider is katong mga task nga gihatag or ihatag pa lang sa mga estudyante. When it comes to giving tasks, dapat it should be related to real life situations kay mas mapadali or makatabang sa learning sa mga learners. Like for example, ang learners is naka-encounter og situation nga which ang teacher have given before. So ang bata nakahinumdum sa katong gitulo and ang bata will become more knowledgeable enough to cope up with the situation that he or she facing. So dapat inig maghatag og task dapat related jud in real life situations. So let's go to organizing knowledge. So first is ang concept. So concept is a way of grouping or categorizing objects or events in our mind. A concept of teach includes a group of tasks such as model, discuss, illustration, explain, assess, etc. So in your life as a student, you will learn thousands of concepts Some simple ones, other more complicated that may take you to learn them more gradually. So the concepts you learn are also revised as you learn more and experience more. So as students, di ba kanunay man ta mo eskwela in order for us nga maka-cut-on to gain knowledge, di ba? And ang mga concepts nga gitulo sa mga teachers nato is mao'y nagsilbing guide nato for us nga maka-construct of knowledge and maka-learn, diba? So next is the concept as feature list. So it involves learning specific features that characterize positive instance of the concept. So naa siya duha ka feature. So first is defining features and ikaduha is correlational feature. So ang defining feature is characteristics present in all instances. Like for example, kano nga, a triangle has three sides. No, and then having three sides is a defining feature of a triangle because all triangle should have three sides. If one doesn't, then it is not triangle. So, para masabtan, ang triangle, we all know nga, ang triangle naa siya'y tulo ka sides. So, having three sides is mao'y defining features of the triangle. Because tanang triangle is naa dyan siya'y tulo ka sides. So, kung upat na gani ang sides, it mean dili na siya triangle. And that makes it defining feature. Ang kailangan, pag defining feature is present siya in all instances. Kanang ma-define jud nimo dayon sa mga kanang ma-define jud nimo siya sa tanan. So, mo na ang defining features. Next, ang correlational feature. So, correlational feature is one that is present in many positive instances but not essential for concept membership. So, for example, a mother is loving. Being loving is a feature commonly present in the concept mother. But a mother may not be loving. So, being loving is only a correlational feature, not a defining one. So, to simply understand, means nga ang being loving is naa kuno na sa usa jud ka ginikanan. Pero dili sa tanan nga ginikanan is or dili tanang mother is loving. So kay ang uban man kay pinta sa ilahang mga anak, diba? So with this maong gitawag na siyang correlational feature lang kay dili tanang mother is loving. So next is ang concept as prototypes. So concept as prototypes is an individual or visual image of a typical example. It is usually formed based on the positive instances that learner encounter most often. So, ang prototype kuno is katong kanunay nga ma-encounter nimo sa imong palibot is mao'y kanunay nimo ma-visualize or kanunay nimong mahinumduman. So, like for example, imuhang i-close nimo imong eyes, imong mata. So, for a moment, maghuna-huna kag usa ka cat. So imuhang naghuna-huna nimo is imong ma-picture out is katong area nga kanunay nimo ma-encounter o kanunay nimo makita nimo sa kanang sa inyong balay, sa silingan ba, or sa kanang sa streets. So mo mo kanunay nga ma-visualize nga rather than nga ma-visualize man ta nimo ang katong some rare breeds or species pero agi mo jud na-visualize is katurang kanunay mo nga na-encounter. So once a learner have their own concept prototypes, the new examples that they see are checked against existing prototypes. The last one is the concept as exemplars. So exemplars represent a variety of examples. It allows learner to know that an example under a concept may have variability. Like, for example, ang learners is learners' concept of vegetable may include a variety of different examples like cauliflower, kangkong, cabbage, string beans, squash, potatoes. Then, ang learners is naka-encounter siya og bag-o nga type of vegetables like vitsuelas. Iyang search sa exemplars nga mao iyang nahibaw-an. So, nangita siya kanang kapareha atong visuela. So, nakita siya is ihang kapareha raman din siya sa beans ang visuelas. So, nga na. So, another example para masabtan is kaning concept nga exemplars kay kanabitang i-relate nimo ang concept sa laing example nga related sa bag-o nimong knowledge. For example, kung bag-o pa ka kagunit sa laptop or computer, makaana ka nga same raman da ini siya sa cellphone. Dako lang ang computer. So, ang cellphone mao ay nag-represent siya concept nga related ra sa concept or laptop. Yan na. And now, let's proceed to making concept learning effective. So, as a future teacher, you can help students learn concept by doing the following. So, first is provide a clear definitions of the concept. So, you must provide a complete or a clear and precise na definition of the concept in order to avoid confusions in and in order to avoid confusion sa inyong mga students. Okay. Next is make make the defining features very concrete and prominent. So, as a future teacher, you can support students learning by making important concepts. Uh, so, as a future teacher, you can support students learning by making important concepts clear and noticeable. So, making the defining features concrete means present them in a clear and understandable way. So, using real life examples and hands on activities. And making them prominent means emphasizing their importance through highlighting and focused discussions. So, these strategies help students understand and remember the information better. By using visual aids, real-life samples, and engaging activities, ang mga students can make connections and apply their knowledge, leading to a deeper understanding of the concepts. Next is give a variety of positive instances. So, as a future teacher, you can help students learn concepts by providing a variety of real-life examples and engaging activities. So, these positive instances make the concept more relatable and easier to understand by using different approaches. You cater to diverse learning styles and create a dynamic learning environment. Next is give negative instances. So, in addition to showing students how things should be done correctly, it's also helpful to show them it's also helpful to show them common mistakes or misconceptions related to the concept. So these negative instances help students understand what not to do and what to avoid. So by learning from these mistakes, students can develop a deeper understanding of the concept and improve their critical thinking and problem solving skills. So it's like learning from the wrong answers then to get better and to get better at finding the right ones. Next is cite a test example or a prototype. So, and dapat mo hatag best exemplars or prototypes like visual image na mo connect sa visualize na concept and then best examples po na mo connect sa imong discuss na concept. Next is provide opportunity for learners to identify positive and negative instances. So, dapat let your students nga mo explore in order to them to identify the positive and negative instances kay kung sila mismo mo explore ana mas maka-learn sila og dugay makalimot. And this ika-7 is ask learner to think of their own example of the concept. So, dapat let your students nga to think sa ilang mga examples towards sa usa ka concept. Kay di kay patubagon nimo dayon sila bisan di pa ready, di ba? So, mo na. Next, last one is point out how concepts can be related to each other. Okay? So, lastly is kailangan need to point out pod kung unsay connection sa mga concepts nga inyong gitulo nila. So, mo na important nga buhaton nga matabangan ang mga estudyante. So, let's get to schema and script. So, a schema, yeah, a schema it is an organized body of knowledge about something. So, it is like a file of information you hold in your mind about something. So, like a schema of what teacher is. So, a schema is like an organized file of knowledge that you have in your mind about something. So it's like having a mental framework or blueprint that helps you understand and make sense of information related to a specific topic. For example, when you think of a teacher, your schema might include ideas about their role, responsibilities, and qualities. So it helps you quickly access and apply your existing knowledge about teachers when encountering new information or situations related to teaching. So next is ang script. So ang script is a schema that includes a series of predictable events about a specific activity. So ang script is a type of schema that nag-include siya og series of predictable events or actions related to a specific activity. So it's like having a pre-written plan or set of instruction in your mind for how a particular activity should unfold. So like for example, kung when you think of going to a restaurant, so your script might include arriving at the restaurant and being seated, then ordering food, eating, then mo bayad kag bill, and then muhawa. So this script helps you navigate the activity smoothly because you already have a mental framework for what typically happens in that situations. Okay, so now, unsa man jay roles sa usa ka teacher sa mga learners? So, the role gyud sa usa ka teacher is to bring learners to construct their own knowledge, such as they have a well-organized set of concepts and aim to make clear those concepts that are still vague, nakavague nila, dapat i-clear or iklaro ang mga butang nga still nakavague nila. Like kanang wala pa na nila nasabtan, di ba? Ang dapat, jud nga ipasabot ang dapat nga ipasabot para walay confusion ug ma-overcome sa nila ang mga misconceptions about a certain topic. So it is important dyan nga you acquire skills on how to facilitate concept formation and development. And constructivism can be excellent guide for us puhon mahimo na tang teacher. So let's proceed to applying constructivism in facilitating learning. So first is aim to make learners understand a few key ideas in a deep manner rather than taking up so many topics superficially. So, aim to make learners understand a few key ideas in an in-depth manner rather than taking up so many topics superficially instead of covering a wide range of topics with shallow understanding. So focus on a few case ideas and help learners to delve deeper into them. So this approach allows for a more thorough comprehension and the ability to connect new knowledge with existing understanding. So the next is give varied examples. So dapat maghatag kag laing-laing examples pero dapat connected gyapon sa imong topic or concepts. So ikatulo is provide opportunities for experimentation. So encourage learners to actively engage in hands-on activities and experimentation. This could involve conducting experiments, solving problems, or engaging in real life situations. So, by providing these opportunities, ang learners can construct their own knowledge through sa ilang exploration, ilang observation, and ilang reflection. So, promotes critical thinking, problem solving skills, and a deeper understanding of the subject matter.
So,
Pat is provide lots of opportunities for quality interaction. So, kung mahimo mong teacher, pohon-pohon, kailangan na ay interaction between sa imuhang mga learners. Pero para mas effective ang imong pagtudlo and then para ma-comfortable sad ang imong mga students nga mo express sa ilahang mga thoughts and ideas. No, like ana dapat dapat jud na kay interaction kay if walay ing ana or murag feel nila nga murag mahimong lag strict ka pag mahadlok ang estudyante nga mo share silang thoughts kay basig i-correct nga na. So number 5 is have lots of hands-on activities. So, dapat daghan kang mga activities nga giandam para sa imong mga students. Kailangan sad maging hands-on ka when conducting the activities. Di kay sige ra kag pabasa or pa-discuss. Nga na. The kaunom is related your topic to real life situations. So, very supportable naman, di ba, na dapat jud i-relate in real life situation para mas knowledgeable enough ang mga students. Yan din ma-apply po nila. Yan na. The last one is do not depend on the explanation method all the time. So, dapat dili ra mag-depende sa explanation method. Dapat mangita sad kag way nga mao po'y maka mas dali nga masabtan sa usa ka estudyante nga lahi mangita sa kag laing method nga mas dali ra ma magets.
so overall, constructivism in education emphasizes that learners actively construct their understanding through experiences and perceptions. It involves individual and social constructivism, where our learners either build knowledge independently or through social interaction. And applying constructivism involves focusing on key ideas, providing varied examples, encouraging experimentation, fostering quality interaction, incorporating hands on activities, relating topics to real life situations, and avoiding over reliance or reliance on explanation methods. And the goal of this is to facilitate deep understanding rather than superficial coverage of numerous topics.